Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Bjornholm, where I've forgotten to turn the volume back up. There we go. Welcome back to Bjornholm, where today we are doing a bit of seeding. I know it's episode 47, and we're almost at the end of this season, but I want to get one last harvest in. I think we'll just do this episode seeding. Next episodes 48 and 49 will be harvesting, and episode 50 will be kind of a wrap up and setting off of the barley and the wheat. And, I'll break pretty much all the rules by bringing in an autostacker to get rid of the straw and silage bales and hay bales. I'll get rid of it. You know, it'll be a bit of a wrap up, and we'll get our final tally of cash money. I'm not going to sell any of the vehicles. I've got plans for the next season. We're going to bring out all the vehicles we have here to the next map, just for a bit of ease. So with the next map, we'll be starting from pretty much this base and possibly almost immediately swapping out some vehicles. So I know seeding isn't the most exciting thing in the world. That's all I'm able to do at the moment, really. I could go cut down some trees or something, but I've no real need for that. No real need to do that. As you can see, all our animals are at 100%. Our token chicken has still not produced an egg. Apparently just buying the one chicken was a good idea, because I don't have to pick up the eggs. Our sheep, we don't have enough sheep. I will get the correct number for the first episode of our next map, and we'll start there and try to keep up to date as much as I can. I think we're about 10 sheep short on what we need right now, but I'm not going to check because I'd have to go out of the video, we'll go out of the game, and I don't really want to do that at the moment. Sorry, my throat's a bit got a bit of a frog in my throat again today. I'm amazed that I haven't come down with some sort of illness yet, and all the time that I've been doing this, a couple of months. So hopefully hopefully I won't get sick at all, ever. But that's never going to happen. I am going to get rid of my old Westbridge Hills save game, because I accidentally went into it with the autosave mod turned on, and well, it's different to what it was. So I'm going to delete that save game and probably never return to it. There is, I think, a backup somewhere on my computer of the final episode's final tally. But what I'm going to do with this with this Bjornholm map is I'm going to just move the save game file out of the Farm Sim folder, and move it to a completed series folder that I'll create and put it onto a hard drive so that I can return to it, you know, in a couple of years or something. And I might go through all the maps that I've done before we leave Farming Simulator 15, which won't be for a while. But you know, plan ahead. You'll, yeah. If you've got things going, just plan ahead for the next step. I think I'm going to stick with Farm Sim for a while and try and get some other games going as well. If you guys let me, of course. I know KSP was one that I tried and failed miserably at, because I couldn't even make up my mind what I wanted to do. So probably won't return to KSP. I might go to Minecraft as kind of a second series. I may go for old big games like Final Fantasy VII is one that I really want to play through. I've got it on my computer, but I've never had the chance. So I might start a game on that and record through it. I might do some strategy games or something a bit different. I might even do Mountain Blade Warband, because I have the Vexed native mod. I can't remember even. I got it when the author of the Vexed native mod, Vex, who, if you follow Minecraft and Minecrack and complete the monument maps, you know that he is a primarily a Minecraft map maker and YouTuber now. Primarily a YouTuber, actually. But he created the Vexed native mod so that people could play with Blade Warband just a bit quicker. And that's the only way I play it. I might actually go unmodded or something. I know the default progression is insanely slow. Although I do have... I did create a character yesterday or the day before for me. Yesterday, the day before, where I finally went onto the wiki and picked out the traits that I wanted, and then got a character build from that. And if I play Warband, I'll explain what I mean by building a character, because you can roll and create from the scratch, and of course mine always look ridiculous, but you can I don't know how to say. You get options, like your father was an impoverished noble or something like that. It gives you certain things, and it fills in the backstory of your own character through a series of selections you have to make. There we go. So I know seating is... there's a part of me that hates doing seating episodes because I'm literally just driving up and down the field, but there's not a whole lot else I have to do at the moment. And I'm hoping on getting a bit of time ahead. I'm getting ahead a bit on time so that if necessary episode 50 can be a bit longer than usual. The issue there is the amount of time it will take to upload episode 50. Also, there's other things that I need to do. Specifically, I meant earlier on today to fill out some forms that I forgot to do, and write a letter that I forgot to do, so yeah, I came up here to record and I saw that there was a missed call on my phone from my father, who presumably is on his way home from work now and won't be too impressed. Or who realised that I completely forgot about it and didn't have my phone on me, so I'll have to do it all tomorrow. But yes, I have forms to fill out to say things. I'm not going to say what I'm saying in the forms because they're confidential, I think. I'm going to say they're confidential. Don't know if they actually are. Confidential to me anyway. So, there we go. Yeah, we've got pretty much all the lower fields seeded. We just have 30, 25 and 38 to go, and I was using GPS for most of this, so now that I'm not using GPS, it's going to hell, quite frankly. I just realised I was using GPS for most of it. I was wondering why the line was so perfectly straight. That explains it. Oh well. The next map, as I said, I've already chosen. I've actually been playing on it just a bit to get a feel for how things are done on it, because it is a pretty different map, I must say. And I think I'll be downloading a couple of extra mods to help me cope with the map. I should also mention that the rules have more or less been chosen, and I won't be using resets. in the new map, unless I absolutely 100% have to. So that's going to be kind of an unwritten rule that I will use for always. Because I really don't like resetting things. Unless it's completely stuck somewhere, I don't reset it, and I don't reset things ever. Even when I buy something from the shop, well, you've seen it, I go down to the shop to get it because I like having to do that. I also realised off screen that I did in fact cut down a tree down by the shop. I'd just completely forgotten about it because I found a stump. And I'd obviously cut down a tree and limbed it and put it onto the trailer and brought it down to the lumber mill and forgotten all about it. And I probably did that on camera as well, which is slightly embarrassing. I mean the cutting down of the tree. I know I did the forgetting on camera. But, a lot of off-camera stuff is just me on autopilot. I will admit openly, because I'm usually on Skype with a friend, chatting away and just kind of toddling around, having a chat with him, and not paying attention to the game. If there's one thing YouTube teaches you, making videos teaches you, is that you can learn to not pay attention to games. And it's amazing because you can just go on autopilot and because, you know, I'm not the most confident person in the world, I'll admit that openly, but there's something about going on autopilot that just helps me talk. I'm not particularly paying any attention to what's going on this screen. I mean, I can see what's going on, and I know what's going on, and it's lagging again, but it doesn't have all of my attention. Now when I'm doing forestry and picking up logs, I go silent. That's because I kind of have to concentrate for that. When I'm doing seeding or stuff like this, where it's literally just driving up and down a field and pressing a few buttons, it's not exactly the hardest thing in the world to zone out completely and just let things happen and just kind of watch while things happen. Now I am of course driving, and I'll swapping cab to show you. I am driving. No hard worker in the world would do that. Now, of course you can see that I'm not using cruise control either, which is why I stopped. That's good. I'm liking how neat I'm getting at this. I know it's not really advised to throw the seeder down while you're still turning, but it works in the game, so I don't really mind all that much. I just got a Snapchat for him. Yeah, one of my friends. Okay, I'll check that out later. He's probably playing a game and complaining about it again. Most of his Snapchats are him playing a game and either complaining about it or showing off how good he is. One of the two. Or in the case of Alien Isolation, being completely terrified and asking for help. Let me see. I'm not going to need to restock anything for the cows or the sheep in this map. The next map will probably be a bit more in depth with the animals. I'll probably get more than, that's at 81 animals. Keeping 75 sheep happy is surprisingly easy, and that's mildly worrying. And slightly annoying, I'll be honest. I prefer 75 sheep was quite difficult to take care of. 6 cows I can accept being really, really easy, because there's only 6 of them. You can give them loads of attention in reality. Whereas in the game you can just kind of go, well, here's your food, here's your food. you're set for life, apparently. Because I barely touched anything and produced next to no manure. I'm going to try and use more liquid manure and manure in the next map I go to, for reasons that will become quite clear. Actually, I can just tell you, the map I'm switching to after this has, by default, chopped straw, green manure, and the liquid manure mod. So it's got the manure and calc mod. So when you fertilize with solid fertilizer, well, calc specifically, you get this lovely white sheen going over your fields. If you use solid manure, I believe it gives you a particle effect for that on top, but kind of a layer of detail on top of the ground. If you use liquid manure, it does the same thing with a different layer, obviously. And chopped straw, obviously you can chop the straw. The map also has multi-fruit, and there's a reason behind the multi-fruit, because it's got the Seedmaster mod. And I think if you guys were paying attention in the last episode, I think I showed it off. There are very large hints in my mod folder. When I was showing off the seeders I have, there's a very, very, very big hint as to what map I'm going to. And the episode that I recorded yesterday's episode, hasn't gone live yet, so at the time of recording, you guys don't know what map I'm switching to, and haven't turned it off, and haven't got the hint. I'm going to guess, but that by the time yesterday's episode is live, I will be finished with Bjornholm and preparing the next map for the rules. And I say preparing it for the rules, I'll just be swapping everything into the other map and getting a low loader for the harvester, because the rules for next season say the harvester has to be transported on a low loader, which that's going to be fun, the map I've chosen. I am not even sure if it's going to be possible, so you guys get to watch me in agony, essentially. I might also going to try. What I'm going to do is any money that I finish Bjornholm with, I'm going to put directly into the next map. And I'm going to try and make that a theme where I bring the money from the previous map into the next one. And I won't always bring the vehicles as well, but I think it would help if I brought the vehicles from this map into the next one, because I like having trailed seeders. Plus there's the whole continuity thing, and I actually like the vehicles I have on this map, and I want that sprayer as a starter vehicle on the map. So next season obviously we won't go for pure sprayers, so I might start getting pellet spreader mods. I am going to get rid of obviously the limitation on harvesters, so I could get, if I wanted, the Lexian harvesters that I do have in my mod folder. Look for bigger harvesters if I wanted, but I think the Lexians are about as big as I can get on that map. Depending on what field I choose to buy, I suppose. But yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. I do of course have the multi-fruit mod installed now, because I've been just testing out the other map, making sure the multi-fruit works properly-ish, and making sure that it's not going to destroy my system, which it doesn't, which is beautiful. So what I might do later tonight is swap the vehicles and stuff, report the vehicles, pack a load of money in, put the vehicles in and just throw them into the farm somewhere that makes sense. And just get the map ready like that. The only time in the next season that I would not be driving the harvester on a low loader, and I'm going to admit it now, is when I'm putting it into position on the farm before I start the season. Because I want to start everything off at the farmyard. It's the place that makes the most sense logically. So I'll be driving the harvester there. Yeah, I'll be driving the harvester there. I will possibly get the low loader on screen, possibly off screen, I don't know yet, I haven't decided. But any money that we do end up with here, I will throw into the next map. I know Ian Robson just gives himself a randomly large amount and puts it down afterwards, but no, I'm gonna give myself whatever money we end up with here, and the vehicles. So, it should be interesting. Oh, we're over time. So, I am going to leave you now. I've been Rainbow Dave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 15 on Bjornholm. Please comment, like, subscribe, and all of that nonsense. It does mean a lot to me, although I keep calling it nonsense. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, when I see you again, goodbye.